Welcome to Business with Louis, the show where we explore the latest insights and strategies to help you succeed in the world of business. I'm your host, Louis, and today we're going to talk about a fascinating concept that can make or break your pricing strategy: anchoring bias in pricing. So, what is anchoring bias in pricing? In simple terms, it's a psychological phenomenon where our perception of value is influenced by the first piece of information we receive. This can be a price, a number, or even a product feature. The anchor serves as a reference point, and our brains use it to make subsequent judgments about value. To understand why anchoring bias in pricing is so important in business, let's take a step back and look at its origins. The concept was first introduced by psychologists Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman in the 1970s. They discovered that people tend to rely too heavily on the first piece of information they receive when making decisions, even if it's irrelevant or unreliable. In the business world, anchoring bias in pricing can have a significant impact on consumer behavior. For example, imagine you're shopping for a new TV and you see two options: a budget-friendly model priced at $500 and a premium model priced at $1,200. The premium model serves as an anchor, making the budget-friendly option seem like a better value by comparison. One key concept is the idea of loss aversion. Research has shown that people tend to fear losses more than they value gains. This means that if you're trying to sell a product or service, it's often more effective to frame the price as a discount rather than a premium. Another important principle is the concept of relativity. Our perception of value is always relative, not absolute. This means that the same price can seem expensive or cheap depending on the context in which it's presented. For example, a $50 pair of shoes might seem like a great deal if you're comparing it to a $100 pair, but it might seem overpriced if you're comparing it to a $20 pair. One notable example is the pricing strategy used by Apple for their iPhones. When the iPhone first launched, the base model was priced at $499, and the premium model was priced at $599. The premium model served as an anchor, making the base model seem like a better value. Another example is the restaurant industry, where menu prices are often designed to take advantage of anchoring bias in pricing. For instance, a high-priced dish might be placed next to a lower-priced option to make the latter seem more reasonable by comparison. So, how can you apply anchoring bias in pricing in your own business or career? First, be aware of how anchoring affects your own decision-making. When evaluating prices or numerical values, try to consider multiple options and avoid relying too heavily on the first piece of information you receive. Second, use anchoring to your advantage by strategically placing high-end or premium products alongside more affordable options. This can help create a perceived value for your customers and increase sales. Third, consider using tiered pricing options, such as good, better, best models, to create anchors and make your products more appealing to a wider range of customers. Finally, remember that anchoring bias in pricing is not just about manipulating prices. It's also about understanding your customers' perceptions and preferences. By providing transparent pricing information and educating your customers about the value proposition of your products or services, you can build trust and create a loyal customer base. To take it a step further, consider using data analytics to optimize your pricing strategy. You can use tools like A/B testing and price elasticity analysis to determine the optimal price points for your products or services. In conclusion, anchoring bias in pricing is a powerful concept that can significantly impact your business strategy. By understanding how anchoring works and applying it effectively, you can increase sales, improve customer satisfaction, and gain a competitive edge in the market. Remember, pricing is not just about numbers. It's about psychology, perception, and value creation. That's it for today's Business with Louis. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.